If you ask me what was my biggest accomplishment so far playing Genshin Impact for 2.5 years, my answer is this. Oh, actually didn't have the achievement. Okay. How a board gave me 69,696 Primogems. Yes, a board made me accomplish my goal of reaching 69,696 Primogems. But I'm not done yet. You see, I'm not gonna stop on this account until I finally reach my end goal of 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. So how am I gonna do that? Well, I haven't spent any Primogems since the start of this Genshin account, hence the series being named Road to 100k. In case you're unfamiliar with this account, I basically played with characters that I could obtain without polling. And besides trying to get 100,000 free-to-play Primogems without swiping, my other goal is to beat the Spiral Abyss. In the past, I've only been able to clear up to floor 11, so before I reach 100k Primos, hopefully I'll be able to clear the entirety of Abyss. Since the last time, I've successfully accumulated 69696 Primogems, so we're now around 70% of the way to our final goal of 100,000. Hey Voltyea, who are you gonna pull after reaching 100,000 Primogems? I don't know, maybe watch my previous videos before asking this question? Okay, I know you're lazy, so I'm just gonna answer the question here. But you better not ask me anymore after this. So after getting 100,000 free-to-play Primogems, I'm gonna try and pull for it. Anyways, like tradition, we're gonna start out by doing some dailies and just test how strong our characters are now, after almost a year of playing daily on this account. I started out decreasing danger by killing all of the enemies in my sight, and also destroyed the Eventual towers. Next, I went around Libya to activate a time trial, and we basically just had to defeat all of the enemies in under 3 minutes. Is this supposed to be difficult, Genshin? Anyways, my Kaya is able to just burst and deal a killing blow to all of the slimes. After that, we had to hit rocks, because why not? They were a mix of slime enemies and Helichos, but they were all pretty easy to fight against, and the rest was history. Finally, there was a time trial, and instead of walking like a peasant, I just glided all the way across a bridge and completed a final commission for the day. Of course, I didn't forget to run to the Adventurers Guild to take my 20 Primogems as well, because I needed all the Primogems I could get. As a hoarder, I approve of the crumbs that I received. So in Genshin's version 3.8, there's a temporary new region that we could explore, with a lot of puzzles and chests scattered throughout the region, so it's a pretty good place to farm before the event ends. There are also some world quests and minigames all reserved in this region, so we'll be able to complete them to get all of the Primogem rewards before the version is over. To start the event, I had to go to the Favonius Knight headquarters to meet Klee and Kaya, who we took along to Sumeru alongside us. There we met Kale and Yola, who have been lost in Sumeru for a year and a half, and we arrived at the desert region. Soon after, we were teleported into Borderland, which is the new region that we'll be exploring for this patch, and hopefully I'll be able to get a good amount of Primogems afterwards. We ventured deeper into the region and did some 2D puzzles along the way. Borderland had a lot of Sumeru puzzles, so we used Kale since she's a bold character to solve some of them. We also met a lot of Smurfs in the amusement park, since they were all blue, and we got to ride on Klee's Jumpty Dumpty cart around the tracks to fast travel. After completing the story quest with the Smurf brothers, I did a bit of exploration in co-op, and basically just ran around Borderland to collect some chests. Exploring in co-op was fun, since I was able to get help from others on where the chests and certain puzzles were solved. I eventually collected 90 vouchers to obtain some Primogems and a gadget, which allowed me to mark some chests on the minimap. What do you do with gadgets? Oh, I see a chest marker. Can people in my co-op see it, by the way, or am I the only one that can see this? There were also a bunch of puzzles in Borderland. Am I doing this right? No? Oh, another one up here. Wait, there's so many of them. I just realized. No! Okay, try this again. So after filling the order, I just looked to my co-op teammates for help. Which one is one? This one? Oh, okay, I'll just follow you guys in. Hopefully you guys remembered, because I already forgot. Alright. Wait. Which one? Well, you guys are giving me different answers. Where'd I go? Okay, they might not be too reliable after all. Nevertheless, we were able to get a chest in the end. I got a bunch of help exploring, so thanks to all my co-op teammates that came along to help. During the Borderland event, there were also some mini-games you could do. The first one was pretty easy, since you just had to go through some hoops and collect Eventual coins in a certain amount of time to complete it. There was also a combat event where we just had to kill all the enemies, with a gimmick where we can just do good damage just by running into them. I was also able to get my Kaya skin as well, so from now on, Kaya will get drip. Anyways, I continued on with the minigames and started this Finch Ball game. This minigame was my personal favorite, since I was able to test my geometry and physics skills in Genshin. The red one gives you 4 points, right? No, I failed. How? Why is this already a final ball? I need 10 points. Oh, clutch. Oh, okay, hello. I tried to aim for the most point possible for all of the rewards in the minigame. So I was sweating to get the high score each time. No! Am I seriously not gonna get... Okay. This one's gonna save it. It's gonna carry all... Wait, no, I messed up. I didn't mess up. Maybe I'll get a blue one? I don't think that changed anything. I need to scoreless in the red, I think. If I don't, then... Okay. I was about to lose. There was also another minigame where we had to shoot balloons with a cannon. This one was pretty straightforward though, so it was quick and easy primos. So on this road to 100k account, I like to do co-op on stream as well. So I recruited a few people from my Twitch stream to come and carry me for the domains, and more importantly, weekly bosses I haven't unlocked yet. I started out with the Inazuma bounties and went to a beach to fight Sparky. The next enemy was a Kairaki samurai. I probably fought like 1,000 of them over the past, so this one was no exception. Especially in co-op, we made quick work of it. After that, we went to farm for some artifacts again. This domain had a lot of Rifthound enemies, but our team comp was pretty good and we were able to clear the domain pretty quickly. We also went to fight some weekly bosses as well, starting with Scaramouche. I die every week in this domain, so hopefully we will be able to clear this domain without dying this week. Since I'm a healer this time, I'm able to stay alive and heal everyone in my team. And with some nice teamwork, we were able to clear this domain. Next is Asaha, and this boss is always giving us trouble. We had some casualties in the fight. Wait, no! Raiden died. Ow! Where's the jellyfish? It's gone. Oh. Rip. Ultimately, we were able to clear the domain. After that, we went to fight Raiden. And with a Chi-Chi and Layla in our team, we had maximum survivability. So we should be able to clear this domain without dying, right? Wrong. This happened soon after. Are we dead? Are we dead? Okay, one of us got unlucky, but... Well, we were still able to clear, so hooray, I guess. But yeah, if you are looking to be a part of history on this account, join my co-op before this series is over, as we inch closer and closer to 100k Primogems. Make sure to join my Twitch stream to not miss out. And as always, thanks to all the people that helped carry me in co-ops. In 3.8, there was also another event, which is an iteration of the Eventual Trials event. We basically just had to play a bunch of minigames. I did this event solo, and the event itself was alright. The gameplay can be a bit repetitive since it was the same gameplay loop between the different stages. But it's a nice way to just chill and mindlessly collect coins and complete the objective for Primogems. It was pretty cool that we got to try out some different characters in the game, so I'll give it that. Lastly, I went to challenge the Spiral Abyss. So far, my high score was clearing up to floor 11, so hopefully with this Abyss resetting, we'll be able to get through all of it. We started off at floor 9 with our usual team of Hyper Freeze. My strategy going through this was basically just freezing the enemies and finishing them off with Hyper Bloom and Kaia's normal attack. In the second half, it was a Brunjin Hyper Bloom team with Lisa and Xiangling pulling most of the damage. This team was a bit tricky to play since it might be kinda hard to Hyper Bloom with Lisa, but it all played out nice enough. I brought the same exact team to floor 10 as well, but since floors 9 and 10 haven't changed since 3.0, I was already used to it. The main thing I know a lot of people struggle with was the final chamber with a Mirror Maiden and Electro System Mages. My strategy going through this was just targeting the System Mages and unleash all my characters' elemental bursts. This usually does a lot of damage, but this run in particular wasn't really the best since RNG was bad. I just focused on the Mirror Maiden afterwards, and the other enemies just flocked closer and closer to us as well. So I was able to Hyper Boom all of them and finish them off at the same time. Floor 11 was a bit different this time. There were a lot of Ruined Snake enemies, so we could just use Hyper Blooms to slowly chip away their HP. We had to prevent the Leyline monoliths from being destroyed, so it was actually pretty hard to concentrate on the enemies that were pretty spread out from one another. Okay, stop hitting it! Of course, yelling at the enemies fixed everything, since of course they didn't listen. In the second half, I used Kaia to freeze the enemies up to prevent them from hitting the Leyline. This strategy kinda worked in the beginning, but there were just too many enemies and I couldn't focus on them together. Okay, I don't really care if I don't get 33 stars or 6 stars. I just want to kill this. So if I don't get it, then it doesn't matter. I won't beg you for it. So they eventually broke through my defense and I lost the 3 stars. 60%. No, you're looking at... No. I want it. Please, stop moving. No, Bloom, don't... I have some choice words for you right now. Well, even after losing the 3 stars was fine, since we still got through the first chamber. The second chamber was pretty easy. We had plenty of time, and sticking to the same strategy worked out nicely. The final chamber was pretty hard since we had limited time, and the Abyss dudes were pretty tanky. I was running for my life most of the time since I kept running out of stamina. What? but I managed to get through the first half. Second half was a bit easier since we could actually freeze the enemies, so it wasn't that hard, and we cleared it after a few minutes. I actually attempted floor 12 as well, and while it started out pretty well, the bleeding effect was too much for me, and ultimately made me give up. Is there big doggies?
Hello.
Yes, there is. Oh, I'm screwed. There are big doggies, and there's the owner. I can't! So yeah, I left after my Dory died. Genshin's version 3.8 was actually pretty fun. I was starting to get burned out playing on 4 different Genshin accounts, but it really revitalized my passion for Genshin, and just being able to take my time playing slowly definitely helped me out. Sorry for the lack of updates on this series, but as we're slowly reaching 100k, let's take a look at how many Primogems we have now. 80,931. It's been quite a ride, but with Fontaine coming in less than a month, we're finally 80% of the way to 100,000. Whether this was your first road to 100k video or your 30th, thanks for watching this video, and if you aren't subbed, consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video, and hope to see you in Fontaine.